everybody, and welcome to another episode of Movie Stop. And another Steel City Con has come and gone. The 2024 Steel City Cons are officially over. This past weekend was the last one for the year, and we won't be back out there until April. So, still got 4 or 5 months from now until we are right back where we were this past weekend. And of course, I took some video over the weekend, and just like before, it's going to be it's going to be through all 3 days that I was there. So the clips I'm about to show you are from the 3 days I was there. And I didn't get a whole lot of footage as I usually do. I didn't get any celebrity footage per se, so take that for what you will. So there are no celebrities in this, unfortunately, but some great footage from this past weekend, and I will be right back to show you what I picked up this weekend as well.
And like my bookshelf is still in there, so he has all of his Star Wars stuff on the bookshelf. Got it.
Yeah, hey, for sure.
That one too? You were talking about it. Hold on.
I'll see you where I'm at after I see Matt Lewis.
Alright. That is yours.
Thank you very much. Plus, I already have another guy that's like it.
Bobby.
Shirts here. The girls will direct you where they're at. They take like $10.
So in addition to that footage, I even went out as the Grinch on Saturday, and if you were one of the people that saw me during the walking around in the Grinch costume, this costume in particular, yeah, that was me. That was me wearing that costume, and I wanted to try to get some video of me walking around as the Grinch, but I just don't have the camera equipment to actually have me record this outside of the suit. Plus, plus that costume I have is while that was a cool costume overall, the one flaw to it is that you have to wear it completely zipped up, so you can't really. And plus, my hands when they're in the Grinch costume can't really touch the record button on my camera. So unfortunately, that ended up being a kind of a flaw to my plan in particular. But I did walk around. I did get some footage of me wearing the Grinch costume for another video I'm working on. So you'll see that within the next couple of weeks. But yeah. So overall, pretty good time overall. I had a good time. I usually do. We made a lot of money during the show with the stuff we sold, and yeah, pretty good weekend overall. And I did get some stuff here, and I'm going to show this off to you. And let me see if I can start with the stuff I got on Friday, because I got stuff every day this week, which seems to be very rare, because the last couple of shows I've only gotten a couple of things here and there, but this year's show came through with a lot of cool stuff in here that I want to show off. So one of the first things I got on Friday, it was one of the first things I saw, and I was just like, it's the last one. I was going to probably wait for it, but I figure if it's the last one, I probably should go ahead and pick it up. But I'm really happy I did, because yeah, this is pretty awesome. As you know, I like the Chicago Bulls. Of course, I grew up in the Michael Jordan era, and so I found the Chicago Bulls Santa Claus Funko Pop figure. Of course, Fanatics has a ton of different Santa Claus Funko Pop figures, and you saw it in that clip footage in the clips I showed you, that it wasn't just the Steelers, but it was all the other NFL teams. I didn't know they had NBA teams either, but because they had the Celtics, and then they had the Bulls here, and of course I had to get the Bulls. And come on, it's Santa Claus working with a basketball here. I mean, come on, like spinning a basketball. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say here. But come on, man, that's just too good to pass up on, even for $30. I mean, it's a little pricey, yes, but you know what? It was my first time seeing this. I had no idea this even existed. I had to get my hands on this, so that's what I picked up from this place right across from where we were at. And right before that place, though, there was another place where I got some T-shirts, some really cool T-shirts, and I have their business card here. I want to give them the proper credit. It's HardyWear.com. David J. Hardy made these, and there's a little picture of some of his work right there. And here's some information if you want to get contacted with some of the information for his T-shirts and all that. These are really cool shirts, by the way. We usually see them across from us all the time. I never usually get anything from them, but they had some pretty cool designs I wanted to get my hands on. So one of the first things I picked up was this really cool Mothman Mountain Dew T-shirt. Of course, I live in Western Pennsylvania, and one of the notable legends around here is about the famous Mothman. They even made the movie, The Mothman Prophecies, which was not a good movie, but I mean, I didn't really follow this stuff a lot, but I just liked that image so much. I thought that was a cool-looking image, so of course I had to get my hands on that one in particular. So I got that one right there, and then there was a special offer going on where if you bought two, you got them discounted. I can't remember what the price was, but I found this other one here, and you know, I mean, nothing stops the squonk. I don't even know if that's how you actually say it, but that's the front of the T-shirt. But the back of the T-shirt, I mean, just look at this. Just look at this. Look at how menacing this thing is. I mean, this is a really cool image right here. I know nothing about this stuff. I just love how cool this image looks. So, yeah, of course I had to get my hands on that one. So, those are the two T-shirts I got from HardyWear.com, which was right across from our table. But like I said, if you want their information, just go ahead and I'll show it to you one more time, just to give you the information there. So that's the stuff from Friday. Put that over there. I only got one thing on Saturday though, but it was worth it. I don't really need another one of these, but anytime I can find one that's really cool looking, I can't pass it up. And this one in particular, I just couldn't pass this up in particular. And this was this really cool Christmas video Tumblr Tervis Mars, if you will. That's the name of the company. But just a really cool design here. You got Elf, Christmas Vacation, Four Christmases, The Grinch, The Santa Claus, Die Hard. Die Hard's a Christmas movie. It says it right there. Jingle All the Way, of course, Home Alone, for $10. And I literally was just walking by the bathroom and I saw this the first time around, and it was just like, I couldn't pass this up in particular. And this place that this was at, they had these really cool T-shirts too. They had one for Lisa Frankenstein because the actress and the two actors from that movie, Catherine Newton and Cole Sprouse, were there. And they had this really cool T-shirt, and I really love that movie. It's one of my favorite movies of the year, a criminally underrated movie, written by Diablo Cody, directed by Zelda Williams, Robin Williams' daughter. And they had this cool T-shirt, but they didn't have it in my size, and I really was so upset about that they didn't have it in my size. But I did go back and I eventually picked this up, so it all worked out in the end. But I really would have liked to have gotten a Lisa Frankenstein shirt in my size. But by the way, I walked by the celebrity panel a couple times, and I got to see a lot of the celebrities there. A lot of them look like what you expect to see. Annie Potts looked like Annie Potts. Bryce Dallas Howard, you see her in movies. She pretty much looks like that. She does look like that in real life. I mean, everybody kind of looked like what they did, but the one that really surprised me was Catherine Newton. I had no idea how tall she really was, and I don't know if it was because she was sitting on a high chair or something, but she definitely looked like she was much taller than she was when you see her in stuff like Ant-Man and the Wasp, or it's her in the. I keep thinking it's her in the Jumanji movies, but no, it's who is she? Madison Eisman, I'm thinking of. Of course, she had a really good year overall this year, not only with Lisa Frankenstein, but also Abigail, two criminally underrated, really good horror movies. They were horror movies, but they're really good films overall. She's had a lot of movies I really like. Freaky, Detective Pikachu. She was also in Bad Teacher. Of course, she was in Quantumania, which she wasn't bad. She was fine in the movie. The movie itself was just such a cluttered mess overall, but a lot of movies I've seen her in I've really liked a lot. And yeah, when I was walking by, I was just like, wow, she's much taller than I thought she was. But like I said, then again, it could be just her sitting on a high chair or something like that. But I mean, she looked a lot taller than I thought she would. If you ever watch her in any movies, she definitely looked a lot taller than you would think. But last things I picked up were from today, and I gotta say, these were pretty good pickups I found. What do I want to start off with here? Let's start with the from this one right here. And I usually go to these guys every once in a while. They have a place outside of Pittsburgh called Collector's Cave, and these guys are Collector's Cave at Bellevue Beer. And we've been there. We actually been there one time. They actually have a lot of cool Funkos, rare Funkos too. And I saw this, and I just couldn't pass this up in particular. I got a Pink Panther Funko Pop figure, and for $10, couldn't pass that up. I love the Pink Panther cartoons. I love the movies, and I had no idea this even existed. And it's funny because I was looking for two specific Funkos that they did not have anywhere in that convention center. I was looking for the Planes, Trains, and Automobiles 2-pack with Del Griffin and Neil Page, and then they have a Home Alone one with it's Kevin outside of his house, and none of those were around anywhere, and I could not believe that. I thought that would be the one thing I would easily find at one of those at one of the booths, but it just wasn't there, and that's another one I was kind of bummed out about. But this totally made up for it. This was definitely worth it. So yeah, definitely worth it. And I don't know, maybe I would like to take you guys out there one time to do a video on this place, but because it's been a couple years since I've been there, but it was a cool place when we went there. So maybe one of these days we'll go out there. This is not something I bought. This was just something that I got from a store that closed down here not too long ago. And when we were looking for stuff to sell, I found this Pinocchio though that I wanted. When they were going out of business, they were just getting rid of stuff, and yeah, this is nothing I bought today. This was just something that I had inside inside one of the bags we were in. And I was just like, I don't want to give this away. I don't want to sell this yet. So, yeah, Pinocchio's staying with me. But the biggest thing that I got this week was pretty spectacular. I saw it. I didn't know if I want to spend the money on it, but when you really look at this, how can you pass this up? Someone actually had the Alien Romulus popcorn bucket from Cinemark, and just look at this thing. Just look at this, and look at this handle. It's got a handle to it. Like, it's not only a popcorn thing, but it's also a thing where you can, like, scare people. Like if you were seeing Alien Romulus, you could just lift this up in the seats and go like, or I do a terrible impression of the alien in this. Like, just look at this thing. Just look at it. Like, this is pretty amazing. It was a little bit more than I wanted to pay for it, but I mean, I deserved it. I thought that I deserved to get this, and it's just like there was nothing. I mean, there was nothing else I really wanted to grab. I thought about getting some autographs, but you know, it was always busy for me to go over there and get to the lines and all that. But like I said, I couldn't pass this up. This just looks so cool, and yeah, there it is right there, Alien Romulus, only in theaters, and just like. I love this thing, man. Like, I think this was probably my favorite purchase of the whole thing. Like just look at how menacing this thing is right here. And like I said before, you can use this to scare people. Like if you've seen the movie in theaters and you just all of a sudden you see this alien right behind you, wouldn't you be scared by this too? It's just like, okay, I'm gonna stop doing that because I am getting worse and worse with these impressions here. But so there you go. Those were all my big pickups from the Steel City Con this weekend. And like I said, overall, really, really good time all the way through. And just good time all around. Really looking forward to the show in April. Can't wait to see what shows up there. Can't wait to see what celebrities are coming. Nobody big just yet, although there are a couple of interesting ones. Alan Covert from the Happy Madison movies. Grandma's Boy is one of the big ones. James Van Der Beek from Dawson's Creek. But they're going to add people as the months go on, and if it was any indication, like if these last couple shows have been any indication, the big stars they get in here coming up are going to be pretty awesome to see. One would hope, but we'll wait to see what happens there. But yeah, if you like what you saw and you want to see more videos like this, please go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification button so you get updates on when new videos come out because we post every day here. And yeah, with all that said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. So until then, take care.